Hey everyone, happy Valentine's Day. Today there's just a couple Cubs things I want to talk about from camp. Number one, the vibes seem pretty good. Everyone's very, suit and tie, all professional, which has been that way almost since Dansby signed with the team. But, you love to see it. Ian Happ had some quote today that's like, was it Ian Happ or was it, I think it was Happ. Or no, was it Nico Horner? One of those said, like, this is the best roster they've been on before the season, which I could probably see that. I could see that. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Couple like questionable things. So number one, Matt Shaw is apparently dealing with an oblique injury. That's at least what it says, right? Yeah, oblique issue that will supposedly go away in a couple days. Whenever you hear that word, it's sort of, worrying. Like, not scary. I'm going to trust their word that it's fine, but just sort of, and kind of, I don't know, kind of rough because he's sort of the main third base option right now, So they really need to go out and find some more, depth at that position. Is that Justin Turner? Stuff like I saw Mark Canna, mentioned. Maybe that could happen. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think there's still a couple minor moves to be made. But I think the major story a lot of people talking about today, at least in Cubs Kingdom, is the whole Seiya stuff. So Seiya today said through translator, that's always a big, parentheses, through the translator. He does not speak English, guys, he said something about last year, either he didn't communicate with Craig Counsell enough or there wasn't enough communication between them. And that was in reference to him becoming the DH and stuff. And, he also said, hopefully I can improve my defense and then be able to play out there and stuff like that. Stuff you want to hear. But the whole, communication thing is a little questionable or, just a little sort of jarring. And then Craig Counsell came out and said, yeah, a lot of that's on me, yada, yada. And Craig Counsell is a good guy. He's going to, sort of say that stuff. But I do wonder, if there's anything to that or if it literally was just didn't, they don't speak the same language, it's probably very hard to talk through an interpreter, so I can understand that. But it is important. Communication obviously is very important, especially when he's probably the second or third best player on your team. So hopefully they get that straightened out. Seiya said that's one thing that they are working on and have worked on in camp here today. Or not today, but over the course of camp so far. So hopefully that ends up being okay. And yeah, pretty much it. Lots of other, Marcus Stroman stuff. I only slightly mentioned it because he's, previous Cub. But a lot about, he doesn't want to pitch in the bullpen, and he didn't show up for spring training. And I don't know. I like Marcus Stroman. I think towards the end of his Cubs tenure, there was obviously stuff in the background that was going on that we didn't know about. And, I don't know. A lot of people don't like him. I think he's fine as a person or whatever. Pitcher, player. He hasn't been that good, at least with the Yankees. So we'll see what happens. I know there was a lot of talk about trying to trade him away, which might happen if this whole sort of Yankees drama continues. But we'll see what happens. Not too interested in that since I'm not really tuned into Yankees land, but we'll see. All right, pretty much it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah.